Hi friends, welcome to Cindy's Corner. It is November and it is time to be thinking about some nice recipes that I might want to use over the coming season and especially this month. And you know, pumpkins are everywhere right now, so I'm gonna make a terrific dessert. It's called pumpkin fluff, and this one is called skinny pumpkin fluff because it's using some sugar-free products. So the first star of the show, of course, is going to be pumpkin. Now, when you get the pumpkin, the can of pumpkin, make sure you do not get the pumpkin pie filling. You want to get 100% pumpkin puree, okay? So we're going to start by opening this can, and I've got this great gadget. I love this thing. It's a manual can opener, but it doesn't clamp on or anything. It has this special wheel that it cuts on the outside edge of the can, so there's no sharp edges, and therefore you are not going to ever cut yourself. This is very cool. Got this on Amazon. Okay, you just pop it up like that, and there you go, and then you just turn it the other way and the lid falls off. Okay, so there's my pumpkin puree. I'm going to add that to a bowl. Where's my little spatula? Okay, so we're going to scoop that into this bowl. So this is a 15-ounce can. You know, here in the Northeast, it is starting to get chilly out there. For the first time, I'm wearing my lightweight down coat. It's been in the mid-40s for the most part. And last Saturday, it was 80 degrees. So it's kind of crazy weather this fall, for sure. Okay, so there's my pumpkin puree. Now, so we have that. Actually, let me just get another spoon to scrape this off. And now what we're going to whisk into this will help thicken it up and give it some body. And that is some sugar-free instant vanilla instant pudding. Okay, so sugar-free, vanilla flavored instant pudding, but you know what? Don't limit yourself to vanilla. You could use white chocolate. I think you could even use chocolate with this. That would be nice. So I'm going to open this up and we're going to pour this into the pumpkin puree. I'm done with that. Now I'm going to use my whisk to get in here and whisk this together. So this is the part where you want to hydrate that instant pumpkin mix. So we're gonna, I keep saying pumpkin pudding. You want to get that instant pudding mix really well mixed in to this pumpkin puree so that it hydrates, and the pudding mix is going to act a bit as a thickener for this. And it's going to add some really nice flavor. Now, what else is going to add nice flavor is some spices and some vanilla extract. Okay, so now that I've got that kind of mixed together, okay, that's how it looks. So we're putting 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I've got pumpkin pie spice. I've got 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice here. We're going to mix that into this. And now we're going to incorporate that all together. This is a really quick, simple recipe. Now, it is one of those things that you do need to refrigerate, and it says refrigerate for at least 2 hours before you eat it. I'm going to be, I will probably refrigerate for a couple hours before I have it as a dessert this evening, and then I'm going to have the rest of it. I'm going to have for later over the weekend. Okay, so now we mix that all together. You can tell that it's dark. The color has darkened or intensified, and that's because of the pumpkin pie spice. Boy, that stuff is really good. And you know, sometimes I get lucky. I go over to the Dollar Tree and they will have those on sale. Not on sale, they'll have them over there. And I tend to stock up when I see them over there. That's the thing about the Dollar Tree. They do have a lot of interesting things, but they don't have everything all the time. So you just kind of have to go and then try your luck, okay? Let me just take the spoon, stir all this together. Now we're going to add our final ingredient is sugar-free whipped topping. So we're going to add this whole container. This is the 8-ounce container. And basically now what we want to be doing is folding the whipped topping into our pumpkin mixture. So we're going to dump the whole thing in here. See if I can hold this without dropping it. You see how easy this is to put together? I'm really impressed with this. Okay, let me get this spoon out of here. Don't need that right now. Might come back to that. Okay, so we're just going to gently fold this into our pumpkin mixture. And you can see that this makes a pretty good amount. So you could, you know, I think this would be great for a potluck. Also, once I finish this, you could sprinkle more pumpkin pie spice on as a decoration. You could put some whipped cream on top and decorate the whipped cream with the pumpkin pie spice. You could decorate it with some chopped pecans, I think would be very nice. Maybe some mini chocolate chips. Anything that you think would be a good flavor combo with this. Yep, it does definitely takes a bit of mixing to get it all together, but it's come together. Once I see most of the white streaks are gone, it's going to be like a pale orangey color, and that's when we know that we're done. We're almost there, but not quite. Let me rotate this bowl. You know, another thing I'm thinking while I'm mixing this, that this could be, you could buy like a pre-made graham cracker crust at the store, or I've even seen those like chocolate cookie crumb crusts that are pre-made. I think this would be excellent as a filling for something like that. That would be a nice way to have a dessert, this as a dessert. Okay. That's looking pretty darn good. Yep. Okay, now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be spooning this into some individual dessert cups that actually I really like these because they came with a lid. So they're glass bowls and they came with a lid, and that makes life really good. Okay, so this is how it's looking. That looks really nice. Okay, so let me get my little dishes. So here are these little glass dishes that have their own plastic lid. I really like that. So that's kind of a no-brainer. So now I'm going to spoon this in here. Now with these type of things, you want to kind of press it down into the bottom there so that you don't have too many air pockets. That might be a little much for this container. Also, you can kind of swirl it a little to make the top pretty. And one other thing with when you're filling dishes like this, you're probably going to want to get a wet paper towel to wipe the edges. Let me just get this paper towel damp. Okay, so you take you damp the edge of the wet paper towel, and then you wrap it around your finger like this, okay? And then you're going to go around the edge, and basically what that will do, it will clean off the edge so you have a nice looking edge to your dish. Okay, let me see. That may actually just get a clean one. Okay, so now we're going to put the lid on that. Okay, so that one is done. Okay, so that's going to go in the fridge for a couple hours. Now I'm going to fill another one, and then the rest of this I'm going to just put into a different container and store in the fridge. Or actually, I could leave it in this container and then just put some cling film over top. Okay. This is really looking great. Now, it's called a skinny pumpkin fluff because the whipped topping is sugar-free. The pudding mix is sugar-free. So there's no added sugar to this. And the recipe said that if you have a half a cup a serving of this, it's only 75 calories. So that could be a really good thing. But I think the main part is that it's going to taste delicious. Okay, so here we go. So we have our skinny pumpkin fluff, a wonderful dessert for this time of year. So thanks for hanging in with me, and stay tuned. We're going to do lots of fun stuff this season. So take care, and I will see you soon.